Now I realize how fortunate I am. Fortunate because you can hear my voice. Fortunate to go to school. Fortunate to have enough to eat. Fortunate to have a house to sleep in. Fortunate not to hear the sounds of gunfire. I took all this for granted before. But now I know, because I have seen the lives of Somali children. Thank you for listening to my voice. But I will thank you more if you can take the time to listen to voices of millions of children less fortunate than I am, like these Somali children.
anigoo yar ayaan garanay iyadoo dadkii qaxay dagaalkii iyo xabado ciyaalkii yar la wada leynayo ciyaalkii qaar daadanayaan qaar baqtayaan qaar lugta ka go'ay waxaasaan garanay anoo yar dagaalka iyo xabadaha wax kasta dadka walaaltinimo ku heshiis dagaal dama ma doonayno nabadgelyo rabnaa in dagaal dambe dhacay ma doonayno in magaaladii dadka noqotaan doonaa oo degto oo kala arag noqoto oo dagaal dama ma doonayno wax sirriyeena ma doonayno caalamka oo dhan dhibaatooyin leena ana qabadan laakiin intii noore anjiga dhibaatadan my idea maybe kaara intii oo walaan dadka ciidamada oo dad wala hogaamiyaan intii ana say dhib kasheenahay aanas noo ileen wala toos fadaan dawladna.
A generation of Somali youth has been robbed of its childhood. These children have also been robbed of a future. A civil war raged in the country for more than 10 years, and in some regions an end to the inter-clan fighting still remains elusive. The war, with its aftermath of suffering and misery, continues to define the life of Somali children. Young children toting assault rifles is a common sight in the streets. Most Somali children do not go to school, often joining the adult members of a family in the business of struggling to survive. A war environment takes its toll on the joys of childhood. Many children's games and songs are the military marching variety, as young people know about little else. An estimated 10,000 children under the age of 15 are with the faction militias. The majority are boys. But there are many girls who have no other means of survival in the wake of destroyed villages and killed or scattered parents. Villages have disintegrated, giving way to refugee camps outside the borders and to informal settlements for the internally displaced around the Somali cities. Here, the conditions for life are often very difficult, lacking even the basic amenities. Throughout the country, access to clean water is a problem. More than 70% of households have no supply. Recurrent drought is a constant threat to health. Cholera strikes somewhere in the country every year. With rains that fail year after year in some regions, farmers' income from cultivating the fields is reduced to nothing, while the nomads' herds of livestock are devastated. The shocking outcome is cases of severe malnutrition in young children. Chronic undernutrition in children aged under 5 years means that at least 1 out of every 4 is too thin and too short for his age or her age. And out of every 100 born, more than 22 will not survive to reach that 5th birthday. In such situations of extreme poverty and insecurity, the girl child, traditionally marginalized in this society, is especially vulnerable. This 8-year-old girl has problems walking. She has just been subjected to the trauma of female genital mutilation. This traditional practice of female genital mutilation is a violent and painful experience which 95% of Somali young girls are obliged to go through. Young girls today are crying out against this extreme violation of their bodies.
dhiigga caadadii waxaa soo ku istaagta oo yana mushkilad labaada wuxuu u keenayo kale markan dee gabadhii la gursado waa tan la kala jaro dabeetna markaas uu yana dhibaato saddexaad u keeno waxa kaluu dee waaye.
Education has been severely affected by the war. Schools destroyed and looted, teachers and students dispersed, books and equipment lost. Gradually now, community efforts are beginning to make improvements, rebuilding the system, rehabilitating schools, training a cadre of teachers and getting children back to learning. As education is reaching out to more children, there are yet many who still remain without access to quality education. Out of every 10 eligible for school today, 8 are not receiving education. Despite the total breakdown of the education system in the country, the resilience of the people is evident in their determination to provide some form of education for their children through community efforts. And these children who are hungry for education are enthusiastic learners. Responding to the needs of youth presents a major challenge. Yet it is only through them that the country can nurture any hope for peace in the future. Not only do the youth sing about stopping the war, but throughout this land, you encounter individuals determined to earn an honest living and shun use of guns like this ingenious lot. There are peace advocacy youth groups determined to get their peers to put down the gun, as one such youth articulates. Many children are living off the street as orphans. It is a difficult life. If you can listen, every street child has a story and always a sad one.
waxay ahayd noloshu aad u adkayd maalina waxweynii maalin wax laba yahay meelaha hoteelada hambadooda iyo waxa baan cuni jiray.
For such children, they not only need education, but also shelter, rehabilitation, and training in skills. There's a growing number of Somali youth determined to pursue constructive ways of earning a living, like these youth acrobats carving themselves a niche in the performing arts. The lucky ones are found in a center, like this one established by development agencies with community help. And what a difference it makes for such youth. waxaan jeclaan lahaa inaan ka shaqeeyo wadankii ayahiisa dambe oonna ciyaalkana soo ururiyo sanan loo soo ururiyo kale.
waxaan jecelahay inaan helo iskuul iyo caafimaad markaasaan xaqabsanahay.
waxaan jeclaan lahaa inaan macallimad inta qaraxda maxay aday baalka computerka waxaan doonayaa anigu inaan xafiis fadhiisto.
I believe that all Somali children have the right to grow up in health, peace, and dignity. Don't you? I have dreams. Dreams of a future. Somali children have dreams. Dreams that can come true. When you listen to their voices, turn towards them and not away.